Okay, good vach. I'm going to tell you a Maisa Shahoya happened on Shabbos by our Halakha Vasikan Minyan. Shabbos Kodesh, I was laining, I think it was the fifth Aliyah, and so someone got an Aliyah and was laining a little bit loud while I was laining. So, to be very honest, it was irritating me. Then I started thinking this person, while I'm laining, I try to focus. It's geschmack when I'm focused on what I'm saying. Once my mind is focused on the guy next to me, that's not geschmack. And then I started thinking, he's trying to tell me that he knows how to lane. And then I think, of course, hopefully lishma, that this is, I have to teach him a lesson. You don't do this because you disturb other. Mela me, it's okay. Anyway, I didn't say anything because I was trying to work on myself. And then the next aliyah, so I got to the words Mishte Godol. Mishte Godol. Yom Yigomel Esitzchak. Okay, so I must have said Mishtei Godol. So the guy who had the aliyah before corrected me. He said Mishtei Godol. So at that point, there's a head you could even speak to the guy. I was going to give him a whole Musar Shmuz. I didn't. I took my yad. It's geschmack when you have your yad. What's it called? The the wand. And I said, shh. Tried to say, and I went on. Then, of course, while I'm leaning, I'm trying to think, was he really correct, not correct? Should I have done that? Should I have not done that? Anyway, afterwards, when he came around, so I told him, listen. I said very quickly, I said, I try not to correct myself. I myself try not to correct people if it's not going to change the mashmos, the meaning. And that I got guy as a psak from my Rebbe. And if you look at the Piskei Teshuvos in Siman Kuf Mem Gimel, he says it also quite clearly. That if it's not going to change the pshat, people understand what the pshat is, you shouldn't correct. Now, even though there, if you look, it's not so pashut. Originally, you should know that the halacha was, if someone makes a mistake, there's a lashon of goyarim boy. Goyarim boy is not clear what that means. What do? You scream at the guy? Someone once told me that there was a minig, I forgot where, maybe in Teman or something, that if someone made a mistake in laning, everyone in the room would basically go, They would start grunting. You ever hear that? Grunting. But anyway, but this generation, Avada, that's not what I think should be done. And in fact, for years, many years ago, I used to teach Bar Mitzvah lessons. So I saw, after I heard enough stories, there was a story saw a boy that after being corrected so much by people that felt that they have to show that they know, he fainted. Mamish fainted. So I, Baruch Hashem, made a rule. Whenever I was learning, I would tell the Rav, I have a rule. And really, I wanted to go to Rav Eliyashiv, Zichron Levrach. I was never Zeicha, but it's so partial to me that I would have a letter. I think I even sent the Shaila, but it was partial that if it's, especially that the tool says there's a Shaila of Retzicha, especially by a kid, that no one's allowed to correct at all in the shul except the Melamed, and that should be in every standard in every shul. There should be an announcement and a sign. No one's, and I've saved kids that really didn't know the Pasha so well. If you correct them very quickly, it's not embarrassment. Anyway, that I think is a rule. But here, Lemaise, it was a little bit more personal. I was working on myself. And then afterwards, I went over to the person after davening also. I wanted to say, again, I'm just, maybe I was trying to do a shtickle tshuva. I felt bad. So I said, Shalom Aleichem. And he said to me, first of all, Mishtei, God, we didn't even discuss it, but it's not so partial that it doesn't change the meaning. It's interesting. But then he told me, you should know. I laned for Moshe Feinstein, Zichron Levrach, and Avir Shaber for many years. And he said, and when they got an aliyah, they would lane along very loudly. So he was trying to tell me that that's where he got the meaning. So first I said, listen, really I should have said afterwards, and I said, this is given Ramoshe. If you're Ramoshe, I hear it. But then I realized, listen, it's a different generation. It's a very sensitive generation. And basically that was the end of the story. And I told my wife, really, Avada, I should have worked on myself more. I shouldn't have got so angry and upset. And but this psak, this concept, is really something that should be mefulsam, because unless a person really understands Trop and understands, again, this person, it could be he really did. And I'm looking for his numbers. I could be mechazik him again and say, you know what? I should have worked on myself more. I shouldn't have said anything. But a person should know before you correct someone, it's a shaila. And if you look in the Torah, it's a shaila of retzicha, of murder. And study it well before you're going to correct. I myself, I almost never correct someone. unless I'm mamish think it's so clear. And also the Shaila pronunciation. But anyway, this is a lekach toiv me'oid, and it should be something that Alvai should be zeicha, that no one else should be embarrassed.